Hello everybody. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I apologize that my starting soon screen stayed on longer than normal. Just as I hit the going live button, something just kind of exploded in one of my discords, unfortunately. Yeah, some massive troll decided to go onto the discord and say some very horrific racial slurs. So yeah, at the moment trying to sort that out. Trying to sort that out. They're trying to ban him at the moment. Ah, sweet Jesus. Yeah, it seems that it's just happening across discords. There's trolls coming in. I had some trolls come into my Discord about a week ago while I was streaming DBD live. They hijacked the voice channel and started yelling racial slurs while I was live. So my stream obviously caught it. Um, I banned them as quickly as I could. So now I have implemented extra security measures to make sure that doesn't happen again. But needless to say, it just seems to be happening across the board with Discord now, and this is a pretty big Discord that it just happened to. So, hey King, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hey, Only Dragon Knight, how are you doing? And can you guys hear the music in the background? I actually was going to switch it to something that wasn't quite as, what's the proper word? Catchy, I guess. Something a little bit more ambiance. Let's see. Let's go with the ambient soundscape for the background, if you guys can actually hear that. Hey, Fury Master Zero, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, just trying to figure out everything's, shit's hitting the fan over here. Um, I'm fine. The Discord that I'm part of is not. Yeah, so if you don't recognize the name of the people that are trying to add you on friend request, and you've never seen them streaming or anything like that, please be really, really careful because there's been an influx of hackers and just trolls that are going into Discord trying to ruin servers. I got hit last week, or actually it was the beginning of this week. No, last week. Last week. Late last week. With three of them. I had another one try to pop in at the beginning of this week, but because I implemented different security measures, they weren't able to type what they wanted. And all of their links and stuff got blocked. But they're basically going from server to server, either spamming racial slurs, mass tagging, adding files that have viruses on them, posting inappropriate pictures wherever they can. So um, hopefully that doesn't happen in my Discord anymore. That's why I implemented rules. Nobody's allowed to attach links or pictures or anything like that unless they have privileges on my channel, just to kind of avoid that. Yeah, yeah, they do. And unfortunately, one or two will always slip in and start doing stuff like that. But right now, uh, they're just sending warnings across the board to make sure that you don't accept friend requests from people like that. Um, it's unfortunate, but it happens. So for today, as you guys can see, the plan was to do a mental health slash Twitch advice stream. So for Twitch advice, Discord advice, don't accept stuff from strangers. Thank you for the follow, love. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. And are my sound alerts for that actually working? I can't even tell. Did you guys actually get a sound alert for that? My end. Thank you so much for the lurk, love. I appreciate it. So here we go. Yeah, I don't think I heard it either, even though it says my alert box is here. Thank you, Silence. I appreciate the lurk. should be on. I'm not exactly sure why it didn't pop up, but I did see it. But yeah, so what do you guys want to talk about today? I'm all ears. It's question time. Because I know like a lot of people have been mentioning as far as becoming affiliate, and how to hit that milestone. And for the people that have been asking me that, what I have been noticing is the very large amount of hours that they're streaming a day. And while it's fine to stream a large amount of hours if you have the viewers, if you're trying to make affiliate and you're streaming 8 hours with one viewer, it's going to kill your average. So I would definitely recommend against that. Usually, what I did when I first started was do 1 to 2 hours at a time for each session. And if at the end of the 2 hours I had more than three viewers, then I would go ahead and, extend that time a little bit longer. If I dipped under three, then I would cut the stream. Just because when I first started, I was streaming between 8 to 10 hours in one session because I had gotten a brand new game. I was all excited and I had one viewer. So it took me a couple of weeks to be able to get my average fixed, even though I was getting about 15 people in my channel. Just because I did not know that that's how it worked. I didn't realize that it was this first ban of 30 days. So I had to wait until those first streams started dropping off of my average in order to see my numbers go back up. So it did take like an extra 2 to 3 weeks for that to actually show up. So my average went from like 1.2 all the way to like 6 point something, as soon as those first 8 hour streams with one viewer dropped off my 30-day average. But and they do count it as 2 days, so you do have to be careful with that, um, because that can also kill your average if you're in the middle of that midnight time. And although you might have had consistent numbers, it's now splitting it into two, so now it lowers your average. So I decided to not do those late midnight streams anymore, because I noticed I had 45 people in my stream, and it was 45 people consistently throughout the 2 hours. But because it was midnight and it was split between 2 days, instead of getting that average of 45, which is what I would have gotten, I ended up getting like an average of 20 and then 20. 20 for one day and then 20 for the other. So I did see how that did affect on mine. At least on my end, that's the way that I saw it. For that 1 hour, it did 20 and 20. Um, and then when I went back live later that day, it ended up bringing my average even further down. Oh yeah, it was like 4 a.m. by the time I finished. Yeah, it was like 4 a.m. So it did mess up my average there. So I have to be careful um, when I stream as far as that if I'm going for the numbers. But um, so yeah, another thing that I've noticing that people are doing is like it depends on what you're trying to use this platform for. If you're trying to make it a hobby, then it's kind of whatever. You can stream however you want. If you're trying to actually try to make a career out of this and possibly make partner in the future, you have to be a little bit more strategic as far as how you address how you do things on Twitch, especially when it comes to networking. I just started a Twitch support group for that purpose to basically help each other be able to, increase everybody's numbers across the board and things like that. Um, so personally, for me, I have mentioned it before, my streaming, I do want to make this a career. That's why I'm trying to go for partner. I would do 75% helping out other streamers, visiting other streamers, showing all that support, and then 25% of the time me actually streaming. Hold on 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. So, yeah, sorry. I'm in the middle of like running my other groups at the same time. So, yeah, what was I saying? Oh my gosh, this is what happens when you're old. This is what happened when you're old. You stop to do something for 2 seconds and then you lose your train of thought. Oh yeah, networking. Networking is super super important. Personally, I mean, I still post my going vibes on Facebook. Um, for the most part, I have not gotten a whole lot of support off of Facebook as far as viewers or anything like that. Just because I feel like Facebook as a whole, as a platform, people are a little bit more selfish and they just care about getting their link out and not really supporting anybody else. Versus in Discord, I feel like it's more of a community sense. Hey, welcome, welcome, Black Hawk. How are you? Thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, Discord is a bit more of a sense of community, in my opinion. So I have managed to join quite a few Discords that have been really, really supportive and really, really helpful in trying to get my numbers up. You're still going to have fluctuations depending on the day, especially now that things are going back to normal with COVID and restrictions and everything like that being lifted. I think everybody's been showing a drop here and there with numbers across the board, which is why it's so important that, we stick together and try to help each other out and help each other reach our goals. Um, Black Hawk says, I am blessed, love. Just woke up. How are you, Liv? I am doing amazing. How are you? Just been, running the group, running the Discord, trying to get things in order. Um, Let me see here. Trying to multitask as usual. There you go. So I did this mental health slash Twitch support stream because a couple of people have asked for it. Definitely got to a great start too. Well, that's good. That's good. That's what we want to hear. Good vibes, good days all around. But yeah, I would just say everybody has flux. There's some days that I got average viewer 3, other days I got average viewer 40. It honestly fluctuates a lot. And I think what it's important is not to take that to heart and to say that maybe it's something to do with you as a streamer. There's so many circumstances that can attribute to you getting a good viewership on a stream and not maybe so much in another. And one thing that I've largely noticed, there's been issues with Twitch on the viewer count. I was in a stream for a particular fellow streamer, and there were 8 people in chat. There were not bots, their names I recognized. They were all chatting, giving biddies, and he had an average of 1 the entire stream. It never gave him credit for the 8 people that were there. So we were asking in the chat, do you have multiple tabs open? Do you have the stream muted? Nothing. And it was still giving him an average of 1. So he's like, oh, well, maybe it's just an issue with the counter. And when I get the summary for the stream, I'll be able to see a higher count. No, it gave him an average of 1.1 for the entire 3 hours that he streamed, even though there was more than 8 people in his stream chatting. So that's really frustrating, especially if you're trying to make partner and you're trying to get those numbers up, and then things that are out of your control, you don't have multiple tabs up. You only have one stream up. That's the stream that you're watching. You're chatting. You're giving biddies. You're interacting, and it doesn't even count as a viewer. So that's really sucky. We've been trying to contact Twitch support about that for a while now. They haven't gotten back to us. It's just not fair, especially if somebody is being interactive, to not count as a viewer and they're saying they only have one tab up. Because they always chalk it up to, oh, if you have more than a certain number of tabs up, it's not going to count as view. Well, that wasn't the case. We all agreed to only have his tab up, and the counter never went up. So, hey, Parado Gaming, how are you? Hey, Little Miss MZ, welcome, welcome. I hope you guys are doing amazing today. So, we're just talking a little bit about Twitch, a little bit about mental health. So if you guys have any questions for me, please feel free. Um, I also have, if you're not part of my Discord yet, which I believe the most of you already are, and my Facebook Messenger group, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to add you guys to it. I'm going to post my Discord right now. I also implemented a featured called Feature Streamer of the Hour. We're doing it 3 times a week, and it's where we agree to support a particular streamer for that hour, to help with their numbers, help with their viewership, just to help them get exposure, follows, things like that. Um, it's not a raid train, so you're not required to raid at the end of your hour stream. It's just basically um, streamers getting together to support each other and make sure that we're boosting and building each other up because, like I mentioned before, I don't want that streamer that's always on everybody else's stream supporting and doing what they're supposed to be doing and sitting on one viewer because I don't think that's fair. So I think that's just a way to be able to help everybody out, you know? It's like I do like how that is set up. Well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's just so the thing as far as my the group that I just started, I've been a part of several different groups and I'm seeing like one recurring theme where there's always one or two people who always have really, really good numbers. And the rest, even though they're on everybody else's stream, giving biddies, giving subs, helping people out, giving advice, they're super active, they're sitting at one or two viewers. And you go to their streams, they're entertaining, they're funny, they stream good games, you have a good time, but these cliques end up forming in these groups. And unfortunately, it's bound to happen because it's people getting along with people, and you might visit one person more than the other because you like their stream style, you like their personality a little bit more than someone else. And although that's fine, you also have to understand that if there's somebody else that's always constantly supporting you, the very least that you can do, even if you're busy, to just give them a lurk to help them out with those numbers. Um, because I'm a strong believer of support for support, and I think there's room for everybody to grow. There's room for everybody to succeed. Just because, Mary Jane over here is doing awesome with her numbers doesn't mean that because she's doing well, that automatically means that I'm not going to be doing well. I think this platform has the ability to allow everybody to succeed if everybody is on board and helps each other out. I can speak today. Oh goodness gracious. It says, Little Ramsey said, "Can you help my cousin? He's only 13, but he's trying to get affiliate." Well, have him come into the group. I was mentioning as far as if you're trying to hit affiliate, the worst thing that you can do is stream long hours with low numbers. So usually my advice is stream 1 to 2 hours. If you have more than 3 viewers at the end of the 1 to 2 hours, continue streaming. If you have less than your 3 average, I would just kill the stream and try the next day. Hey, ship bro, man, how are you? Welcome, welcome, love. Thank you so much for stopping by. You're on the beach. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. Obviously, you're having a better day than I am because I have not gone to the beach in a very long time. See, that's what I'm saying. In order to hit your average views, that's what I would recommend is stream 1 to 2 hours every session per day. Don't stream any more than that unless you have over 3 people watching your channel. Because it took me a while to be able to bring my average back up because I was streaming 8 to 10 hours with one viewer. And I didn't realize that the way that the Twitch average works is on a 30-day span. So if I'm streaming 8 to 10 hours with one average viewer, and then the next day I stream an hour and I had 5 viewers, that's counting for a really, really low average overall because you're comparing that one good hour versus 10 bad hours. So um yeah, if he wants to join the group, he's more than welcome to, or even like the Discord. We'll be more than happy to give him a spot on featured streamer for sure. That's not a problem at all. Hey Lady Leora, thank you for the spare tab. I appreciate you. Hey Jaeger. Welcome, welcome. Ooh, having dinner. What are we having for dinner? What are we having for dinner? Right now I am oh Jesus. I am I just had breakfast, but it was nothing exciting. It was just cornflakes, cereal. And I have to figure out what I'm making for dinner today because I have no idea. Good morning, CDA Pixie. How are you? Welcome, welcome. So if anybody's missing the Discord, I'll post it again. There's still slots for this coming week's featured streamer of the hour if anybody's interested in getting a slot. Right now, it's one slot per person. It's open to everybody that's cub rank or higher. The reason I added roles was to prevent the trolls that were actually coming into my Discord and posting inappropriate things. So now at least I have that they can't try to do links or attachments or anything like that unless I recognize them. So, but if you would like to join, he's more than welcome to. My Discord is PG-13. That's why we don't have a not suitable for work channel because we ain't Pornhub. We're not Tinder. We're not Grinder. If you want that, there's other websites for that. But yeah, our group is just about helping each other, helping each other grow and succeed and move forward. So we do have a couple of things in the Discord. I had been working on it for the past week or so to try to get it to where I wanted to be. This group just kind of came out of nowhere. It was spontaneous. I didn't plan for it. People asked for me to make a group, so I did. So here we are. Because yeah, like I was mentioning before, all the other groups that I've noticed, it seems like the owners of the group are more interested about growing their own numbers than anybody else's. And although it's fine to try to grow your own numbers, I don't think that someone should be selfish enough that's like everybody needs to watch me, and when it comes turn to reciprocate the favor to at least give a lurk to someone, I'm not going to do that. If you guys see on the section on my Discord of who I supported, I literally have 20 plus people a day who streams that I visit to, so I try to visit and support as many people as I can. And that's just basically my way of networking. In my opinion, networking is not going to someone else's stream and saying that you're live or you're going live and dropping your link. It's about mutually supporting each other. Hey, King Cobra, welcome, welcome. Good morning. How are you today? Thank you for stopping by. So does anybody have any questions for me at all? Any questions, comments, concern being in Twitch, mental health, issues that are happening in life, anything at all? I'm an open book today. You guys requested a mental health Twitch assistant stream, so this is what I'm doing today. So if there's anything you guys would like to know, because if not, I'm just gonna keep rambling on. You have to get ready to mosh all day at the metal festival. Ooh, I've heard that those mosh pits are brutal. I give you kudos for that. I don't think I'm brave enough to ever go into a mosh pit. I don't think I would ever be brave enough for that. I'm too tender for that. I'm too tender for that. Yeah, people getting banned on Discord right now. Toss. Said really busy at the moment, but I'm listening, so sorry I'm not chatting much. That's a fine. Fat lad, you have like 20,000 children. I completely understand. If you're not able to be super active. The fact that you can like pop in at all is amazing to me, so thank you for that. But yeah, I just finished Disaster Report 4. This is the Mrs. Has just had to take the twins to the hospital. Oh no, they're both covered in rash and burning up. So just wanting to hear from them. Oh wow, I hope they're okay. Jesus, that sucks. Well, where's the rash? Is it like on their feet and their hands? And do they go to daycare? I assume they might go to daycare. Cause my cousin's daughter all over really. Okay, so if it's on their tongue, it might be, oh my gosh, what is it called? It's called foot and mouth, hand, foot, and mouth disease. And they usually get it from daycare centers. And now that you said his tongue, yeah, that might be what it is. It's not serious. They usually give them like antibiotics, but it just sucks because it's uncomfortable, and they do have to go on antibiotics for a few weeks to clear it up. It's a bacterial infection. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably what it is. Unfortunately, they get it from carpets most of the time, and from putting uncleaned, unsanitized toys in their mouths. Um, but yeah, usually rashes in the mouth. That's what it means. It's hand, foot, and mouth disease. But yeah, I bucked out with my son when I had him because I always had my sister to watch him when I was working. So I never had to do daycare for him because that was like one of the things that I was so terrified about because those daycare centers, they always come back sick. I don't know what it is, but they always come back sick. Hey Nexie, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're doing amazing today. So we're just doing a little chatting today, a little chatting session. Um, that's your cousin. Oh, hello. Welcome, welcome in, cousin of MZ. I hope you're doing amazing here today. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, MZ. Absolutely. Are they the one that are trying to get to the affiliate? Because if they are, like I said, if they mention, if they go onto the Discord, I'll go ahead and if they can request a spot on the featured streamer, I'll make sure to add them and see if we can get him affiliated. Yeah, once you get affiliated, then you can stream however long you want, but usually you have to be careful as far as how often you're streaming when you're trying to hit that affiliate. Well, thank you for the follow, love. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. So, as far as games, I had mentioned we just finished Disaster Report on Wednesday. So, thinking about doing the Sinking City. Thinking about doing the Sinking City. Not sure yet, though. Excuse me, because I have like over 400 games on my library list that I have to get through. And in case you guys didn't see that right there, that my bot just posted those 3 links for the top members of the week. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, love. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. So, that's another thing. For my Discord, people who support the most get top 3 of the week. And that comes with getting a special shout out periodically through my streams. So this week we have Stream Sammy, Faith Who Tries, and Questub. They also get first pick for featured streamer of the hour. They get auto hosted in my channel when I'm not streaming. So the link, Arctic Fox, thank you so much for the lurk, love. I appreciate it. Al is amazing. I hope you are amazing as well. So here's the Discord link. If you, oh shoot, I know MZ had just posted it. She had done exclamation mark Discord, but in case you missed it, there you go. So yeah, there's benefits to being member top 3 member of the week. We try to got some viewership ups to them, and so far I only started doing. This is the first week that we just finished doing top member of the week because, like I said, this group is like less than a week old. We're already at 175 members, so it's steadily growing. I want to make sure. I mean, I don't want to make it seem like it's required to support, but if you are able to, because I understand that life comes first and sometimes life gets in the way and we're not able to support and do the things that we want to do for online platforms like this. But you know all that I ask is that if people are helping you out, you try your best to try to help them back out, even if it's with a lurk. I think that's important to have that support across the board for everybody. So there's the Discord. It has an explanation on how the featured member works, as well as the rules for the Discord. Well, thank you for joining. Let me go ahead and give you a role. Let me go there real quick. There you go. So now that your name is blue, you can go to the top where it says request slot. And if it's a slot that it's still open and they have not requested, you can go ahead and request it and we can put the name on it. And we can try to go ahead and help you get affiliated. Help you get affiliated. So I will mention that there are a couple of people that I'm aware of that we've been sending people over, and they have not gotten affiliated yet. And it's for different reasons. One being they're streaming like 12 hours a day, 10 to 12 hours a day. And nobody's going to sit to watch you, especially if nobody knows who you are, for 10 to 12 hours a day. Unfortunately, especially if we're going around trying to support other streamers. That's the first thing. Second thing, I noticed that certain streamers were having a really, really bad attitude when viewers were going over to their channel to say hello. Saying things along the line of, "Oh, so you did see my live, about time you made it." That's not the way to keep people in your channel. You should be grateful and not self-entitled to expect people to show up to your channel. That's just my 2 cents on that. But if nobody else wants to ask me any questions or anything like that, yeah, definitely you have to be polite. You have to be polite. You just have to be, because I mean, there's millions of streamers across the board here in Twitch, and the fact that somebody chose to watch your channel, that's something that you should be grateful for, rather than saying it's about time that you would have shown up to my channel. Nobody likes that kind of attitude, and they can just go elsewhere where they feel like they're being appreciated. It's as simple as that. But if you guys don't have any more questions for me, I can put a game on. Yeah, yeah. If you, especially if you are trying to make affiliated, at an hour at a time is good. Hour to 2 hours, depending on what your viewership looks like. Um, if you're hitting 10, 12 a day and you're not affiliated yet and you have a bad average, that's just messing your stream up for sure. Exactly, Igor, exactly. And I mean, that's what I've been trying to say, because unfortunately, a lot of people on Twitch have that mentality that they feel like they're owed something, or people should be coming to watch their stream and they're obligated to. And that's just not the way that it is. And if that's the kind of vibe that you're giving out to people, then they're going to go elsewhere. Because why would you go to someone's stream that you're being supportive to, chatty, saying hello, like, hey, I'm here to support you, and they're like, about damn time. It's like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go this way now. Go to somebody else's stream that doesn't have an attitude just because I said hello. Exactly, exactly. It costs nothing. It costs nothing to be kind. And unfortunately, that's something that comes with the territory of being on social media in general. Whoa, boo, boo. Thank you so much for my biddies, love. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Let me give you a shout out. I appreciate it. But unfortunately, some people just decide to be rude for whatever reason, whatever tiny things going on in their lives. And Lucky, I'm doing amazing. How are you, love? Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, hello. Little Miss MZ, thank you, sweetheart. There you go. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Well, if you guys have questions, type them out. I'll do my best to answer it for you guys. That's what the day was for. If nobody has any questions for me, I can go ahead and oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I try. I try. I can go ahead and put a game on or something, so that you guys aren't just like staring at my face while I'm rambling on. But if you have questions, I'll be more than happy to answer it. I will touch on base on I get asked the same question a lot of the times, as far as how not to get discouraged when you're not hitting your target numbers and your goals. And for me, I personally I turn off the viewer count on my channel. And personally, I feel like if I turn off the viewer count, I'm not worrying about the numbers. I'm already affiliated, so I'm not really that focused on that 3 viewer average. If I turn off the viewer count and I feel like at the end of my stream, the people that were on in my channel were having a good time, we were chatting, we were interacting, everybody was having a good time, I had a good time with the game, then that's a good stream. I feel like a lot of the times when you have the viewer count on and you're just focusing and looking at the numbers constantly, that you're not hitting a specific target number, it brings you down, and something that was potentially a really good stream that you enjoyed now turned into something that was lacking, and you took a positive into a negative. Um, for this platform, it's so important to know that just numbers aren't everything. And numbers are going to come and go. They're going to fluctuate. There's no reason for it. Some days you're going to get 20 something. The next day you might get 3. It just comes with the territory. It's just being consistent, trying to keep a schedule when you stream. That's really important so people know when you're on. And just take it one day at a time and make sure that you're not beating yourself up if you're not hitting those target numbers right away. Because one thing that this platform has is a lot of impatient people. A lot of impatient people that if they don't hit that goal right away, oh my gosh, I need to get affiliated in 2 weeks, and if it doesn't happen, I'm a trash streamer. No. Some people take a really long time to get affiliated, and a lot of the times it's not anything that they're doing. It's just, this is a really competitive platform, and the most important thing is just to keep pushing forward and not give up, have a positive attitude about it, because that's another thing. If you are having a negative attitude every time you go online because you're not hitting your goals and people are seeing that you're just moody, you're upset all the time, you're talking trash about other streamers because you believe that you should be doing better than them, don't do that, because that's a sure way to get people to not come back to your stream. So that is as much advice that I can give you guys if you're starting off and try to build your base as far as streaming. Because first impressions are so important, especially how large Twitch is. And if you're giving a bad first impression, that's a viewer that might potentially not ever come back to your stream. So if you feel like you're having an off day, that you're not being positive, you're in a negative mindset, it's better to just go ahead and skip that streaming day than to go ahead and stream in a bad mood, stream and be all sorts of moody, and basically put that off of, as the type of streamer that you are, even though it might not be. So it's really, really important to be aware of your audience. And that's another thing. Don't ignore your chat. For the love of God, don't ignore your chat. Don't do it. I can't tell you how many times I'll go to someone's chat and I was like, oh, hey, how are you doing? And I give like BDs or whatever. And I'm in there for 30 minutes and they never even acknowledge that I came into the chat. Please don't do that. Says Lucky Willow says, took me a few months to hit affiliate. That was after I took a 2-month break. Yeah, and you know, some people hit affiliate faster than others. And a lot of that has to do with who you know. I know a lot of people that just basically got 3 in real life friends to just leave a tab up for them so that they could hit those numbers and get affiliated in 2 to 3 weeks. Personally, for me, it took me a little less than a month. I ended up finding a support group at the beginning of my, Twitch career that was really, really supportive at the time, and they helped me get those numbers in right away. But that's always the stepping stone. You have to start building your community yourself from that point forward. So it's always good to have that foundation stone set for you, but you have to take the next step to be able to continue building it so you don't stay stagnant. Naughty Dreadlock, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're doing amazing today. But, I mean, if you guys don't have any more questions for me, I mean, I'm more than happy to put some sort of game on. I can do like DBD or something. If you guys would like to have some other game in the background or something like that. So y'all let me know what you want to do. Y'all let me know what you want to do. Because I would like to play. Today was supposed to be the start of a new video game, but since I had several people ask me to do a mental health Twitch advice stream, I decided to do that instead. But I got my rank 8 back on DBD, so that's nice. I'm sure that the next time that I log in, I will immediately go ahead and lose it again. because that's the way that it goes, especially with the toxic tunnelers in the toxic whatever's. Jay, listen, Jay, you left me hanging last night. You left me hanging last night. I cried myself to sleep. I cried myself to sleep last night. So yesterday, I was doing shout outs for the people that were online from my Discord. And as I'm typing one of the shout out messages, I was so tired. I passed out with my cell phone on my chest as I was typing. I was like, oh my gosh. So then I woke up and I was like 15, 20 minutes late for the shout out. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I'm so sorry, guys. I am so sorry. It's like, it's been a hectic couple of weeks with trying to get everything sorted. Last night I went to bed at 4:30 in the morning, woke up at 8 in the morning. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. But we're still up and running. So so Jay, what do you want to do? Do you want to play DVD or are you gonna pass out on me again? Because I was doing a Twitch mental health slash wait, not Twitch mental health. Twitch advice slash um Twitch advice. Oh my god. Listen, I'm tired. Um but if you guys don't have any more questions, we can put a game on. I do have to get some sleep. You want me to continue? Well, you guys have to ask me questions, because if not, I'll just keep rambling on, and people are looking at me like this girl should go to sleep instead of talking about random things. For example, my mental health took a fall last week. Yes, it did, Jay. Yes, it did. And I mean, we all have our good and bad days. I think it's important to take a step back when we need it and just take the time for ourselves to recharge, reevaluate, and just kind of take the time to get that self love. I know, which is why I used to stream pretty much every single day. I used to always be constantly supporting. I'm trying really, really hard to try to take at least 2 days off a week where I'm taking a step back. I haven't done that in the past couple of weeks because I've been busy trying to run my Discord and everything else. It says, I sit and listen on mental health streams. My input tends to offend people. Well, I mean, there's no growth if there's no discussion. So, personally, for me, I don't think I've ever really gotten into an argument with someone as far as difference of opinions because everybody's entitled to their opinion. Um, I'm more than happy to listen to as why someone thinks the way that they do. Um, because variety's the spice of life. If they think a certain way, it's for a specific reason, and if it would help me understand why they think that way, I'm more than willing to listen. Just as I told a few people, including you, it was very nice not to be judged and people not to try to fix me, but to just be there and not judge me. And I wanted to emphasize how helpful that is. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, even throughout my life, which is why I'm kind of going to a therapist now, I've always found myself in a situation where every time I would have tried to open up or anything like that, it wasn't received very well. So it ended with me internalizing a lot of things that I shouldn't have. So now that I'm going to therapy, I feel like I have a safe space to be able to voice those things that I wasn't able to do in the past. And it has helped me tremendously. Um, I can't even say it was even COVID related because if I'm completely honest, my life before COVID and now didn't change all that much. Um, it was just an issue of unresolved problems that had happened, as a child, as a teenager, throughout life, um, that I felt like I wasn't allowed to talk about because I felt like I was going to be judged. People were going to make fun of me. People were going to think differently of me and not in a positive way. So to be able to have that outlet, to be able to voice my feelings and let people know, this is what's happening, and not have them throw it back in my face or be something that they're using against me in the future is amazing. So I highly recommend anybody that's going through a hard time that if they're able to visit a therapist to do so. And that's one of those things you have to find the right therapist because not everybody is gonna click. Um, it's perfectly fine to go through different therapists until you find someone that you're comfortable speaking to. Because if you're not comfortable, then it's just a waste of time because you're not going to be opening up and saying the things that you need to get off your chest. So I think to be finding someone that you're comfortable with and you feel like you can trust in a safe environment is massively, massively important. King Rich says, my mental health is complicated. Let's just say half the time I becomes we. Oh, you mean as far as like the way that you think as far as personalities? Because I have fragmented personality disorder, which means that it's similar to split personality disorder, except that I'm aware that they're there and it's not like it's a little different. It's a little different. But there are several versions of me, ones that are not so nice that I try to keep in check a lot of the times, but yeah, they're there. Jay says this is true. There's nothing bad about not vibing with certain therapists or support network. It's okay to keep looking until you do. I mean, this is hugely important. Even my husband, he went through therapy for a while as well, when he was a teenager and whatnot. And once we got older, we went through a marriage counselor, and he thought it was going to be the same exact thing, that he was just going to be seen as a number. Nobody was going to care what he had to say, and especially if you're in the military, a lot of those therapists do see you as a number, and their job is basically to get you mentally fit to throw you back into service and not to really help your whatever PTSD issues or anything that you might be having. So he thought that therapists were all the same like that. And then we found an amazing marriage counselor who specialized on PTSD, bipolar disorder, mood disorders, um, with specialized working with veterans, marriage counselor, all of that. And they were he was absolutely amazing and he worked wonders for us. And I feel like if we hadn't found him as a therapist, things might have ended really, really differently. And I think that was the first time that he was able to see, okay, there can actually be a professional that is in this industry that I can actually do good and that I can feel like it's helping me develop my sense of self and come to closure with certain things that are happening in my life and not feel like I'm not cared for and somebody's here just for a paycheck like he was feeling with other therapists. King Rich says, in my life experience, for me, therapy is a giant joke. Mary Jane and my wife is all I ever needed. So, if you have a person in your life that's not a professional, that you feel comfortable talking to and, sharing your life experiences and stuff like that, you know, absolutely kudos to you. Do that if you're able to do it. Unfortunately, a lot of other people don't. A lot of people don't feel comfortable sharing certain aspects of their life, of their past, or things that have happened with family members or friends, just for the same reason, because they might think that they're going to get judged, they're going to be looked at differently. Um, so to have that kind of separation between personal life and professional life to take care of your mental health, I think helps. For me, I believe that that's something that I really needed, was just kind of separate the two. And the fact that I'm being able to be in a safe space where I can talk to my therapist, let them know what's going on, and see maybe that her reaction wasn't what I expected. And I'm feeling a bit more comfortable of opening up to certain things that I wasn't comfortable speaking about before, is also giving me the ability to be able to kind of branch out and kind of, how they say, dip your toes in the water, to opening up to my husband about certain things that have happened in the past. Jay says, you believe mental health can be completely moved on from, or do you think it's something you will always carry even in most days on top of it, just out of curiosity? Well, I think that our past experiences always stay with me. And next, yes, I do read. Uh, so the way that I saw a metaphor online that I absolutely loved, And it goes for trauma, it goes for pain, it goes for loss. That there's this red button, and when trauma happens, the red button's really large. And there's a box, and the red button's in the middle, and there's a ball that keeps ricocheting across this box. And because the button is so large, it keeps getting hit over and over and over and over. As time passes, the button gets smaller and smaller and smaller. So you have less instances of where that ball keeps hitting that button, but it'll hit once in a while. Maybe not as often as it used to when it first happened, but it still will. And that's why you see grown adults that are in their 60s and their 70s still going through things that they experienced when they were a child. And a lot of the times, it's because they haven't addressed that past trauma. Ignoring it is not the solution, because things that are want to come to light are going to come to light whether you like it or not. And trying to put it out of, how they say, out of mind, out of sight, for trauma, unfortunately, it does not work that way. It's something that you need to learn to accept, to forgive, and to be able to talk about and experience and allow yourself to experience those emotions, without the association of guilt and shame. To know that that's something that happened in your past. Unfortunately, you can't change it. You can always take it as a learning experience to try to not repeat the same mistakes. And I think the most important thing that I've learned is I need to be kinder to myself, because I'm so, so critical of myself that if I make a mistake or something didn't go a specific way that I planned, I'm extremely hard on myself. And things that have happened 10, 15 years ago, it's still in the back of my head saying, oh my gosh, how could I possibly done something like that? But at the end of the day, it's like I was mentioning to Jay in the past, it's like if somebody told you the same exact story that you told me or that I told you, and it's a stranger to say, hey, this and this happened to me, would you judge them? Would you think they were silly? Would you shame them? Or would you try to comfort that person and say, hey, it's in the past. It's okay. We're learning from these experiences. Everybody makes mistakes. It wasn't your fault. We need to help and move forward. I still see you like the same person. I'm not judging you for it. So if that's something that you would say to somebody else, then why are you not that kind to yourself? And that's the thing. It's like in hindsight, everything's 2020. But at the moment in time that we're making these mistakes, we might have not had all the information that we have now to have made better choices at the time. And that's not something that we should be ashamed of. We're human, we make mistakes, we learn from those mistakes. And as long as we're taking steps to try to rectify it and move forward from it, then you're done your part. And I think that it's important to keep it on the back of your head just as a simple reminder of, okay, this was wrong. I shouldn't have done that. This is what I learned. This is what I should not do in the future. And the only thing that we can do is to try to rectify the things that we have done in the past and move forward with a positive outlook, and try to be better for it. Because unfortunately, nobody can change the past. Nobody has the power to do that, but you can change your future. Says, thanks for the respect and sharing all experience, for real, for real. Absolutely, King. Absolutely. GG. Says, nice to see people come out of their comfort zone. And that's the thing. It's really important to let yourself come out of your comfort zone. A lot of the times you'll be surprised, and people that you thought that were going to judge you or think differently of you have a completely different reaction than you expected it to be. I know that certain people that I've tried to open up to look at me like, holy shit, I can't handle this, and run the other way. But then that's not the kind of person that you want in your life, because that was a very platonic, superficial relationship. And personally, that's not what I'm looking for. So if anything, I'm grateful that I was able to find out that it was a platonic, superficial relationship from day one, rather than, spending 10 years down the line and to come to find out that that's all it was 10 years down the line, when I think somebody's a true friend, a true partner, or a true whatever. It says, I saw a quote about trauma and I love that it goes, instead of saying let it go, we should say let it be. Absolutely. Absolutely, Jay. King says our generation had the worst half of us couldn't express anyway how we felt. And Jay says it tries to say that you can't just forget your past or circumstances, but you can accept them and come to accept them. Acceptance is super, super important because there's nothing worse than feeling self guilt, because when you start feeling guilty about something that happened years and years ago, it starts taking a toll on your mental health because you start questioning your self worth. You start questioning the type of person that you are. It starts questioning your self esteem. And it's just this vicious spiral that sends you downhill, and it does not send you into anything positive. And although it's okay to say what I did was wrong, it was a mistake, and give yourself accountability that, hey, I shouldn't have done that, that's fine. But to keep dwelling on the same thing is a problem. Once you start dwelling, that's when you start getting into depression and going down a one-way road that, like I said, is nothing positive. And nobody's, completely excused or obsolete from making any mistakes. Everybody's human. Everybody has their share of baggage of mistakes. It's just that people handle it differently. Self-love and acceptance is hard for a majority of people. Absolutely. Hey, Feifu, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by, love. It's like it's hard but not impossible. I agree, Jay. Public Enemy, how are you? I hope you're well as well. Thank you so much. Hey, Juan. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm amazing. I hope you guys are well. He says, Jay says mistakes are also the way that we learn. Well, absolutely, because if you don't make mistakes, then how do you know that the outcome would be negative? Or if you do something well, how would you know that the outcome wouldn't be positive? It's like I had read a quote that said, nobody knows happiness without knowing sadness. And that's absolutely true, because if you've only experienced one feeling, say your entire life, it's been negative, 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 and you think that's normal, then you think that's normal. If the only time you've ever experienced happiness is happiness is happiness is happiness, that's your normal. You haven't experienced sadness, you have nothing to compare it with. Juan says, yeah, I don't dwell on mistakes. I try to learn from them. And and that's one of those things that it's easier said than done, but it can be done. I will say that personally for me, it has been a really long road and a really long journey, and there's still dips here and there. The difference is that maybe my dips now might be a couple days long versus them being months long, how they used to be. And that to me is progress. Because at the end of the day, I don't know why is my Bixby activating? I didn't say anything to her. At the end of the day, that's what we want to do, is just be a better version of what we were yesterday, not be in competition with anybody else. The only person that you need to be better than is the person you were the day before. Hey, Wakey, thank you so much for the lurk. Bladian, thank you so much for the lurk. Jay says, we shouldn't judge ourselves too much for making mistakes. The only woman in the world who is perfect and makes no mistakes is Mary Poppins, and she wasn't even real. Yeah, I mean, I think her mistake would be to be dancing around with a floating umbrella, so there is that. But yeah, I mean, and that's another thing. Like, I feel that you see a whole lot more depression and things like that because everyone is comparing themselves to somebody else, especially now on social media. Because you look at somebody else's profile and they're doing amazing and they're doing this and they're doing that, and you think that their life is just so great, so much better than yours. But people often forget that nobody on Facebook posts their baggage and their negative stuff. They're only going to post their highlights, that trip to the beach that they had fun on, not the 10 arguments they had in the car and the ride there. And I think that that's something that we kind of like have to keep in mind, because I can't tell you how many times I've seen couples that look like, when I was single, I would look at them on Facebook and I'm like, holy shit, like that's the kind of relationship I wish I had. That's, relationship couples goals. That's where I want to be. They look so happy. Look at all these things that they do together. They're the perfect couple. They're always together. They're always so lovey-dovey. And then a couple of months later, you see the message on Facebook, oh, we broke up because he was cheating on me or she was cheating on me. Nothing on Facebook ever is what it appears to be. And, it, it's unfortunate that that's what we're comparing ourselves to because it's an expectation that's not real, unfortunately. It's like I used to call Facebook fake book. It absolutely is. It absolutely is fake book. 100%. 100%. I mean, it's just one of those things that nobody's gonna post unflattering things about themselves on Facebook. Everybody's gonna put their best foot forward. And there was actually a blogger that was talking about this. So she's like, you see all these friendships on Facebook. You see the girls that are going to the club and they have pictures that they're posting on Facebook. They're all so happy. They have their drinks and they're partying. And it looks like they're having a massive, fantastic time. So she took this video and it was girls in the club doing that. They're like posing for the picture, posing for like the little 5-minute video, however long it was for TikTok. As soon as the pictures were done, as soon as the video was done, everybody went to their corner of their booths, went on their phones, not even talking to each other, not paying attention to each other, drinking their drink without even talking to each other. It's like that's fake friendship. That's what it is. It's like they're just posing for a camera. They don't even. They're like, oh look at that. They just finished the picture. They finished the video, and they're just not saying anything to each other. Just looking at their Instagram posts, how many likes they got, how many this they got. It's like, what's the point of going out if you're just going to spend 5 minutes of interacting with your friends and then the rest is going to be, you could have been doing that at home. Afrolonitis, welcome, love. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Let me give you a shout out, love. I hope you had an amazing stream. We're doing good. We're talking real talk. We are talking real talk here. Oh, Jay, listen. When I first got together with my husband, I got into an argument with him because, so I'm the type of person that if I'm going on a date with somebody, going out with friends or somebody, I try my best. Unless it's an emergency, let's say, hey, the babysitter's calling me, I have to pick up the phone, or it's a family emergency, I have to pick up the phone. But for the most part, when we go out, unless we're both playing like a game on the phone or whatever, I put them away. I put them away because I think it's really rude not to give my attention to someone that asked me to go out with them. So we had been dating for a couple of months. I want to say like 6 or 7 months. And we went bowling. So every time he would do his lane, right? Throws both his balls. He would come back to the seating area on his phone. Texting his friends, this and that. Ha 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 ha. What on Facebook? It's so funny. So it's my turn to bowl. I was like, oh my gosh, I got a strike. This is so amazing. Oh, you did? And I'm like, I'm sorry. Are you on a date with your friends and Facebook? Or are you on a date with your girlfriend? Because right now, you wouldn't even notice if I walked away. Because you're so focused on your friends and Facebook when we're supposed to be on a date. So at the end of the day, at the end of the night, he's like, actually, you know what? You have a point. You were right. It was really rude of me. I'm like, hell yeah, it was rude. It's like, you don't see me here ignoring you. It's like, this is supposed to be our time. You get to talk to your friends whenever you want, right? You're working, I'm working. We both have full-time jobs. We had one day for this entire month that we finally got a chance to go on a date, and you weren't even present. I could have just gone by myself and had just same amount of interaction than you coming with me. What's the point? That's no point. It's like hospital says it looks like hand and foot and mouth. Yeah. Yeah, see, look at that fat lad. I diagnosed it and I'm not even a doctor. It's like people like that drive me nuts. So that's how he was at the beginning of a relationship. And we had to make a rule. It's like, if we are out on a date, phones are off. Phones are off. Unless we're sitting together and we're looking at something together, then that's different because we're both interacting with the same thing. But there's no point in going out to a nice dinner with somebody, sitting across from them, and the entire time all you see is this. What's the point of that? What's the point of that? That's not a date. That's just two people that happen to be in the same place that are not interacting at all. It's like I love my phone, but they really do take you out of being social. Yeah, like my phone stays in my purse, and most of the time I have it on silent for the same exact reason. Because I think if somebody is taking the time of the day to spend time with me, the least that I can do is give them my undivided attention. I don't think it's fair to just be texting and going through Facebook and TikTok and other social media when someone's trying to have some social time with me. There's a time for everything. And when you're out to dinner with your spouse or to a date with your spouse or out with your friends that you might not have seen in a while, that's not the time to be with a screen on your face the entire time. Because then what's the point? You could have stayed home and you would have done the same exact thing that you just did. Because it's like, oh, what did you guys talk about? Nothing. What do you mean nothing? Nothing, because you were on your phone the entire time. That's not catching up. What's the point? Thank you for the lurk, Tony Carper. I appreciate it. Feifu says I yelled at someone for doing that too. It's rude. It's absolutely rude. And I'm like, I'm looking at them. I'm like, am I really that boring that you would rather spend time on your phone than on a date? So, if that's the case, then what's the point of being in this relationship in the first place? Because if I'm not entertaining enough for you to like spend 2 seconds off of your phone, the 1 hour or two out of weeks that we've been apart, then what does that say about this relationship? It's the King says, I swear a hand, foot, and mouth wasn't a thing when we were kids. Honestly, I never heard of it until I had my son. That had never been something that I have ever heard of. But then again, like where I grew up, now like the regulations for cleaning stuff is so much different than when we were growing up. When I was growing up, they were throwing like bleach on surfaces kids were, crawling across 24/7. And Fiji, don't you start with that. Fiji, don't you start with that. You nasty. Don't you start with that, Fiji. Oh my god. Fiji, go to the corner, Fiji. Go to the corner. Jay says dinners are a perfect. Jay, what the hell? Dinners out are a perfect to put the phones away. Jay, stop drinking. I'm gonna go. Okay. All right, Jay. There we go. There you go. Well, yeah. I mean, just dates in general. You could text on your phone whenever it is that you want. Like, if somebody's taking the time to take you out to dinner and have a date, the least you can do is show them some freaking amount of attention. Sure you are, Jay. Sure you are. Yeah, you better sit in the corner, Fiji. We ain't thinking that conversation again. Riku Pikachu. Oh gosh. So Fiji, last time I was on his stream, sweet Lord baby Jesus, I was like, what the hell did I just walk into? It's like, I'm gonna slowly back away now. Slowly back away. Ew, Fiji, you are so gross. You are so gross. No. No, Fiji has a foot obsession. I don't know why, but he has a foot obsession. He nasty. Mm-mm. It is absolutely disgusting. People walk on their feet. They're full of bacteria. They smell. They're disgusting. Ew. Ew, Fiji. You're the one that just mentioned it, not me. You're the one that's here talking about feet. King says, now if we're taking a family function, I'm taking my phone. Well, if I don't like my family members, then yeah. Because most of the time I don't even want to be there anyway. But if somebody asks me out and it's someone that I like that I agreed to go out with, the least that I can do is have the courtesy of taking the time of getting off my phone. Feifu says, these days I'll be putting up with zero BS with people if I were to date again. If the person is texting and I kindly ask them to do that another time and it's not respected, not worth bothering with. This is, of course, if it is an excessive amount, not a quick check. I agree, Feifu. And that was the problem that I was having with my husband. It wasn't like, oh, somebody sent me a quick text message and I'll just double check it real quick. No, this was like the entire night on the phone, to the point that you're not acknowledging anything that's happening on the date. Anything that's happening on the date. And I was like, why did I even come here? Why did I bother? This wasn't a date. This was me going out with myself. Me, myself, and I. Me and my three personalities had an amazing time in the bowling alley. How was your day? How was your day? Because I don't know. You were over there doing something else. Me, myself, and I, we bowled. We had a lovely time. I bowled like, I don't know, a 157, 158. You know, one of my better. Yeah, we were all giving high fives to each other. What were you doing? 'Cause you were over there on your own little world, not knowing what happened. That's how it was. Oh Lord. Jay says, I went on a date once and it was really awkward. We didn't speak at all. There was no communication or anything. And I was like, well, I think I had to go now. Thank you. And he's like, okay, we can kiss. And I was like, lol, bye. Oh, to be young again. Oh, yeah. I've had experiences like that. I've mentioned them before. My dating horror stories. My dating horror stories. Yeah, exactly, VJ. It has to get turned off. Like, it's really, really rude. It was really, really rude. Alyssa Jordan, how are you? Welcome, welcome. I'm doing amazing, love. How are you? We're talking about life circumstances. Well, yeah, Jay, you remember that? I don't know if you remember or not. The guy that I told you that I met on the same website that I met my husband when I was in Massachusetts. Juan says I haven't been on many dates or bad dates, but I had one bad relationship. I've had a few bad relationships. Really rude, 100%. Who is he texting? His mama, right? Exactly, exactly. So with this relationship, like it was like that. I was like not taking any BS. I had just come out of a 10-year marriage, started dating again, and I was like, listen, if I'm ever gonna be in a relationship with anyone ever again, I am not bending over backwards for anybody. This is this is who I am. This is what you get. This is what I expect. And if you don't want it and you don't like it, there's plenty of other fish in the sea that you can go to. I'm not going to compromise who I am. I'm not going to compromise my integrity and my morals just to go ahead and try to make you happy. Because at the end of the day, one thing that I learned from a 10-year failed marriage is that if somebody wants to leave, somebody's going to leave. Doesn't matter what you try to do for them, how you try to accommodate them, whatever you do to try to make them happy. If they're going to leave, they're going to leave. So why not be in a relationship where you're comfortable being yourself instead of always pretending to be someone that you think that they want you to be? That's not a real relationship. So with my husband now, I told him from day one, this is what you got. This is who I am. If you don't like it, bye-bye. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. I'm Slush Shapes. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, goodness. Let me scroll back up. I missed some messages. Alyssa says, oh, I'm great. Just came back from the gym. Oh, gym. I always say that I'm going to go back and I never do. Been training my cousin for her first bodybuilding competition. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Fiji says, no, I would never do Riku wrong. Fiji, all men say that. All men say that. That's how they all start off, Fiji. That's how they all start off, and then six months down the road, you're like, ah, man, I really hate him. And then life is never the same anymore. Alyssa, I mean, I've been a trainer for 7 years and have never seen a female put on muscle as fast as her. I mean, she's pretty much as fast as average male. Nice. That's amazing. Well, kudos to her. I'm throwing out my hip just getting out of the couch, let alone trying to bench or do any type of exercise. It's like, damn, dad duties. Love the convo and vibes. Jay says, I've never been married, but I do want to get married one day. I legit may do the whole Vegas thing when I'm 40 and get married for a day and divorced one day just so I can say I did the marriage, managed to get married thing. Well, for me, I mean, this is my second and hopefully my final marriage. um, I feel like my first marriage was like a lesson on everything on what not to do in a relationship. So then when I got into the second one, I was like, okay, that was the trial version. This is the paid version. You know how you do the 30-day Hulu trial? Now you get the paid version. Now I'm in the paid version. And it's like from day one, this is what I want. This is what I expect. This is what I don't want. And if you and I are on the same page, then we can make this work. If not, there's plenty of fish in the sea and keep moving forward. And I think it was the strangest thing for my husband now is that I wasn't even looking to have a relationship at all. It just kind of happened organically and naturally. So I think that's kind of probably why we ended up clicking so well. And I mean, in like every relationship, you're always going to have your rough patches here and there. But the really, really big difference in this relationship to any other relationship I've ever had is that when we were having those rough patches, we were both willing to work at them to make them better rather than me always being the one trying to make the situation better, make the relationship work, while the other person is putting zero effort at all. And if you're not both putting in 100% on a relationship, unfortunately, it's going to fail. King says, we definitely got to do this again. Have a rest day, fams. Absolutely, King. Absolutely. Jay says, what's good, friendo? Just followed. Yes, everybody follow each other. Show love and affection to everybody. Jay says, oh, thank you. That's very sweet. I'm well, thank you. You know it's true, Fiji. You know it's true, Fiji. Day one marriage in Vegas. Since I got married when I was 20. Excuse me, Alisa. In my first marriage, I got married when I was 18. Oh, sweet. Jesus. We were together since I was 16. And that was a 10-year relationship. And it ended because he cheated. And, it was just one of those things that it was a huge life lesson, a very hard lesson to learn, but one that I needed to because in that relationship, there was never any space for me. It was always him, 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 what he wants, what makes him happy, what can I do to keep him in this marriage, what can I do so that he's not upset with me because he doesn't have this, he doesn't have that. My feelings, my thoughts, my morals, anything that had to do with me were never taken into consideration. And it just that realization that I gave 110% and it still got me nowhere. So why shouldn't I be in a relationship where I feel like I'm heard, that I have some input in this relationship and it's not one-sided, if it's going to fail anyway? At least that was just my thoughts on that. And I'm glad that I, put my 2 cents from the very beginning saying, this is what it is. This is what I expect. I'm not going to take this and that in this relationship. And that if that seems like that's something that you're into, then, we can make this work. King says, after 12 years with the same person, I can tell you all love and marriage is a full-time job. If you don't want to work at it, it will fail. So here's the thing, King. It absolutely does take work, but not as much as people like to say that it does. Have I gone through some really, really rough patches that almost ended in divorce with my current husband? Absolutely. Most of the time, marriage for us is the easiest thing in the world. And it's because we've reached a stage in our lives where we have mutual respect for each other. And that is huge. Everything in a relationship, whether it goes good or goes bad, stems from having a mutual respect for each other. If you do not respect your partner, that relationship is going to go downhill because you're not going to take into consideration their thoughts, their feelings, their morals, their anything. A perfect example that I was telling my husband because I was reading the story and say, my wife divorced me for not putting cups in a dishwasher. And if you first read it, you're thinking like, how the hell could somebody just divorce somebody else for not putting cups in a dishwasher? And it's like, it's the straw that broke the camel's back. Because if I say this is huge against me, right? I'm strongly against this particular thing. It's against my morals. I think it's immoral. It hurts me physically, emotionally, mentally when you do it. And to you, what you're doing, it's insignificant. It's you don't even understand what the big deal is. You don't think it's anything out of this world. But you understand that you doing what you're doing is hurting your partner to that extent, and you choose to do it anyway, even though it's not a big deal to you, it's not something important to you. You're demonstrating to your partner that they don't matter. So if you think it's something silly that you can easily give up, and you know it's important to your significant other, then what's the problem? Why are you so hesitant to give it up? If it's not going to change your life for the worse in any way possible, then why wouldn't you be willing to do something like that instead of constantly hurting your significant other that you know it's going to emotionally, physically, and mentally harm them? It's being selfish. And I think that reaching that point in time, there's things that my husband didn't like that I did, that I changed for him. There are things that he was doing that I didn't like, and it affected me, and he stopped doing them. And that comes from that mutual respect and understanding for each other. And that's huge. It's so important to make sure that you have respect for each other. And that's another thing as far as when you have an argument with your significant other, don't yell at each other. Don't curse at each other. Because that's a lack of respect, and it's a slippery slope that once it starts, it's downhill from there. He and I have this rule that if we feel like we're about to lose it and we're going to start yelling, we just walk out of the room. Take 15-20 minutes to cool down, come back to be able to calmly sit down and talk about the situation. Because the louder you get, the less they hear. Nobody's going to listen to you. When you were a kid, did you listen to somebody when somebody was constantly yelling at you? No. You plug your fingers in your ear, la 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 la, I'm ignoring you. That's exactly what happens as an adult. You're not going to be able to get across just because you're being louder. The only thing that you're doing is the exact opposite, not being heard for what you want to say. So King says, married at 2 weeks before 20 and still having amazing energy. That is awesome, King. That's the goal. That's the goal. I've been married with my husband since 2015. We've been together since 2013. So creeping up in the same amount of time that I was in my prior marriage. Jay says, my parents have been married, I think, 40 years now. As much as they can really get on each other's nerves, to this day, they both respect each other and don't try to put down the other. It's actually really lovely to see. I mean, and that's the thing. Like, I feel like a lot of people don't understand how important having mutual respect in a relationship is. It is the foundation of having any relationship be able to succeed. If that respect is gone, that relationship is gone. Because, I mean, would you want to stay with somebody that constantly disrespects you, that disregards you, that doesn't think that you're enough to do even a minor thing for? No, you start feeling unappreciated. You start feeling like you don't have a voice in that relationship, and you're going to want to get out of that. At least since we've been together since 14, it's been 12 years now. God, I'm into fitness too. But yeah, there's been up and down. But cheating is something that breaks your soul. Absolutely, Elisa. Absolutely. And it also, like I said, it also stems down to respect, because if you respected your significant other, then you wouldn't cheat on them, because you would hold them to a higher standard than that. Hey Nick, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. King says, you have a good day stream heading out now. Thank you so much for stopping by, King. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed your time, and I hopefully see you on the next one. Just says this, like, it is important that your partner, it's important to them. Exactly. I think that people often forgot that when you're in a marriage, it's like literally the bonding of two people. If something is important to my husband, it's important to me. If something is important to me, it's important to my husband. Because we're a team. We're supposed to be working together. And if we're not working together and we're going on separate ways, pulling on different directions, all that's going to do is put strain on the relationship, and it's not going to end well. Fiji says, Riku growth is the best and deserves the world. Forget them haters. Thank you, Fiji. I appreciate it. Love follows after respect. Not gonna lie, we also had a bit of an argument when I came to competitions because he didn't agree with me going on stage, but we had some talk. See, but that's the thing though. To sit down and be willing to have that discussion is so important. There's a difference between having a discussion with someone where you're pointing a point out there and talking it out versus somebody that goes to you and gives you an order of, you're not doing this. I'm not a child. It's like, we can talk about it. We can go ahead and discuss why you feel this way and put the input, and I can give you my input. But this is a marriage. I'm not your child. You know what I mean? There's a difference in that. So you have to kind of be careful in how you address these things. And again, it goes down to having that communication and respect being really important. Jay says, another thing about being betrayed by somebody you love, you never really stop loving them, even if you never want to see them again and know that they're bad for you. Absolutely, Jay. I think that if you truly, truly love somebody, there's always going to be a part of you that always loves them to a certain extent. But just because you love somebody doesn't mean that you should be with them. There are plenty of people in my life that I have love for that I don't communicate with, and I don't try to be a part of their lives. I don't have them be a part of my lives because they're toxic people. We don't have control over the people that we love. We do have control over the people that we decide to have in our lives and interact with. And just because you love somebody does not give them the right to step all over you and disrespect you and break your boundaries. Because if somebody's not respecting their boundaries, they have no love for you. And I think it's really, really important that we acknowledge that distinction that, hey, it's okay to put myself first and say, I don't agree with what's going on here. And if you don't respect it, then unfortunately you can't have a place in my life. It's absolutely fine to stick up for yourself and what you believe in and have some self-respect. Alyssa says, I missed 2 comps, but he understood too. I mean, there was always ups and downs, but solve them with patience. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's just one of those things. Just talk it out. Jay says, this is very true. Love can sometimes be unhealthy when it's not reciprocated. And I mean, and that goes back to what we were talking about, loving someone who's a narcissist. Unfortunately, it's the worst kind because they make you feel like they do love you when they don't. They just use you, and they use you to the point that it even changes who you are. You question your self-worth, and they have a way of gaslighting and turning everything that happens, even when it's something that they initiated, and make it say that it was all in your head and you're the problem, even though you're the one that's constantly trying to fix the relationship. And they want to just absolve themselves from any responsibility at anything negative that may ever happen in the relationship. And you start to believe it. You start to believe that maybe you're not worth it and this person, you know, is better than you could ever hope for. So you try your best to try to keep them happy and keep them in your lives, when in reality they're just basically sucking all the positivity out of your life, because that's what narcissists do. I was married to one, and unfortunately, gotta say, it's not something that I ever want to repeat again. Narcissism can't get along with love. I absolutely agree with that. It really is, Joy. It really is, because personally for me, it changed me from someone who I was really sure of myself. I was super independent. I was emotionally, financially, physically, all that independent. To the point that I knew that even if I was completely on my own, I'd be able to make it. And it changed me to someone who was so emotionally dependent on somebody else and always constantly seeking for their approval that I started questioning my own self-worth, because it was, oh, I love you, but I would love you more if you changed this. Or I think you're amazing, but everything that's happened has been your fault, even though they're the ones that, began what they began. To the point that when they cheated on me, they made me feel guilty and say that they cheated because it was my fault. That's how messed up that whole situation was. That they made me believe the mental hold that they had on me. They made me believe that after 10 years of taking care of them, 10 years of taking care of the both of us, paying for all the bills because he never had a job, taking care of our son, providing for us, putting a roof over our head, cooking every single day, um, having food on the table, doing everything that I had to do to keep the relationship going. They made me believe that I did something wrong, that I was the person that I deserved to be cheated on because there was something wrong with me. Now, if that's not a power of narcissism, I don't know what is. J Busco, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it, love. Thank you, thank you. Making sure. Oh, shit. Is this frozen? Yes, it is. Oh, why are you frozen? Oh, shoot. Hold on. Give me 1 second. What is going on? Give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to support a couple of people at the same time that I'm in here, and their stream just stopped. Oh man, Twitch and their issues. That's all I gotta say. Twitch and their issues. I think it's been fixed now. Okay. Says it's also so confusing. Absolutely, Jay. It really is. Alyssa says, I have a friend who was a narcissist and she had been mentally drained to an extent. It is absolutely mentally draining. It just changes everything about you. Jay Brady says, I don't think anybody comes out of a relationship with a narcissist the same person. They do change you. I'm not sure if for the better or for the worse sometimes, but you can certainly come out of them more wise after you've recovered somewhat. So for me, I believe that the damage that was caused by that relationship is still there. I never ever questioned my self-worth, what my value is, what I bring to the table, what type of person I am, until I got together with them. And unfortunately, even after being separated for a span of nearly 10 years, to this day, I still have days where I severely question my own self-worth, and it stems down for the 10 years of just plain mental hold and abuse that I went through with my ex. And when that happens, I just have to kind of keep reminding myself, like, no, this isn't you. You are worth it. You are valuable. And nobody should ever make you question that, no matter what. Hey, sound waves. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing amazing today. Alyssa says, by the way, where are you from? I am originally from Puerto Rico. I am currently living in Florida. Someone says, gotta love technology. Yep, yep. I agree with that. Hey, quirky turtle mom. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're doing amazing today. Jack Kessler, how are you? Thank you so much for stopping by. Fiji says, preach. I'm trying to preach. Preach, preach, preach. Home of the chompers, aka alligators. Oh, God, Jay. Just because Google said it. Just because Google said it. Hold on. Try to multitask here, but it's not going to, well, I suck at multitasking when I'm on live. But there we go. Yeah, we're, like I mentioned, We're just dealing with some issues on another server that I'm a part of, where a lovely hacker decided to go in and say some really inappropriate things. I'm doing amazing, Corkatora Mom. How are you? This is says, oh, I'm from Russia, but I'm here in Germany. Ooh, nice. Well, I have never been overseas to the other continent. To the other continent. Been pretty much in this area. I mean, I've gone to like islands in the Caribbean, but that's about it. It's like, oh, I love that one thing I love about Twitch is like how so many people from all over the world can gather in one place. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, anything with social media, it can either be really, really positive or really, really negative. I think it depends on how you approach it. Well, thank you, Soundwaves. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But especially when you get together with somebody that young. I was 16, didn't know any better. Make some stupid decisions along the way, and telling somebody how, or allowing somebody to tell me what my self worth is. And it's called self worth for a reason because nobody else can assign it for me except myself. Says I'm doing well. New tires yesterday for my bike, still and all over them. Ooh, nice, nice. Like I assume you mean like a motorcycle. Alyssa says I had a roommate from Puerto Rico when I was in college. Were they mouthy? We tend to be really mouthy, really loud and mouthy. Lively and confident person. Yeah. Yeah, that's the nice way of saying loud and mouthy. Oh, really? That's surprising. Most Puerto Ricans are actually pretty short. Oh my god, Fiji. Go to the corner. Go back to your corner. Go back to your corner, Fiji. Oh, wow. Nice. That's really nice, Quirky Turtle Mom. You gotta send me some pictures. Send them on Discord. I want to see it. Jay says the sad thing is the narcissist will have targeted Riku because she was awesome. Oh, thank you, Jay. But then they then start to devalue them and make them feel like they're not awesome. They really are horrible people. I might change the narcissist name to Light Stealer as they steal people's light. I agree. I agree, Jay. Narcissists tend to be assholes. Yeah, she was. Yeah, I think that's a trait of us being Puerto Ricans that you know what? I completely embrace it. It's perfectly fine. I am not as loud as I used to be. I'm not as loud as I used to be. Although I will say that when I'm playing DBD, sometimes the Puerto Rican ghetto side comes out, and I start speaking in Spanish and saying some Spanish insults. I can't control that. Okay, that's something that we all carry with us. And although we might try to carry ourselves with class, okay, with class and femininity, that side is still there, and it'll occasionally come out, especially when people are teabagging me and playing as killer on DVD. So, Fiji says I want to go to Puerto Rico. I miss Puerto Rico. It's so pretty, but like, there's no jobs there, so that sucks. Sadwave says my wife is Latina, so I understand. Yeah, we're the sweetest ever, but don't cross us because we'll cut you. It's usually how it goes. That's usually how it goes. Yeah, loud and mouthy. Absolutely. It's listen, it's a racial trait. I'm not even gonna deny it. It's a stereotype that is 100% true, and I embrace it. Go to the corner, Fiji. Back to the corner with your blankie and stay there until you thought about what you've said. 5'11" to 6 feet tall. Holy cow, that is pretty tall. That is pretty tall. It's like Latino women are just very strong women who take no crap. But see, I think that in a way, it wasn't always like that. There was a time when Latino women were actually really, really submissive. And it was like everything that husband would tell us to do, kind of thing. And when I was first being raised in a Latino household, we went through a phase where I was constantly told the man is the head of the household, So you have to do whatever the man says. And then when I kind of reached middle school, I don't know what happened in the air, but it started turning into empowerment for girls that say, if a guy doesn't respect you, screw them, send them to hell. You can do anything you set your mind to. You are 100% valuable. You can do things on your own and you don't need to depend on a man to be successful. I don't know exactly what happened, but from that point forward, it's like all the Latino girls that were going up with me started having kind of that sense of security of themselves that they could do things on their own and not just kind of fall back in whatever a guy's telling them to do, which was lovely, but it also turned us very mouthy. It turned us very mouthy. It's like she really, really loved football. And that's kind of weird. We usually not really into sports. Yeah, I'm in my ghetto side. Only a real man can control ghetto woman. I don't need no controlling, just don't piss me off. Exactly. Exactly. That's all I ask. Don't piss me off and you're fine. Ashley says, happy Saturday. I hope your day is going amazing. Got you tapped up for support. Wishing you a phenomenal stream. Thank you, love. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing amazing as well. Well, thank you. I'll go ahead and take a look at it later. Public Enemy says, still here for you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, thank you so much for stopping by, Alyssa. I appreciate it. Much love to you as well. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And I do have to go. I'm not gonna lie, I have to go potty. I've been drinking lots of water this morning. I'm trying to keep hydrated. Not being a thirsty bee this morning. Not being a thirsty bee. So I think I might take a minute or two break so I can go to the restroom. Oh, we are 4 views away from 8,000. Holy cow. That's exciting. That's really exciting. On that note, hold on. Multitasking. I'm so bad at multitasking. Oh jeez, my Discord's blowing up right now. As long as it's not inappropriate pictures like last time, we're good. So give me like 2 minutes. I'm just gonna go to the restroom and come right back. And yeah, so don't abandon me. I'll be right back. talking again without turning my mic on. Alright, I'm back. I'm back. See, this is what happens when you try to be healthy and drink enough water so that you're not a dehydrated bee. And instead, are my sound alerts actually working? Because I added them to this page. But I'm not exactly, I had to reset a couple of things and I'm not exactly sure if I might have done something to mess that up. Let me see something. Let me test something real quick. I'm not hearing the sound though. I don't know why. I have sound alerts enabled in this page. But for some reason, sound alerts. Well, as long as you guys heard it. Let me see something here. Monitor and output. It's just I don't know why I can't hear it. Yeah, I had to reset some things because I worked for like an online casino thing. And shoot. Hold on one second. Of course, Jay. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Just trying to. There's some technical issues here. I don't seem. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I don't know why I can't hear it. I need to figure this out later. It's just kind of random. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, there was some issues with my computer. I ended up having to reset everything on the settings for Google, and I don't know if that actually also messed up the settings for the sound alerts. So I might have to double check that later. Well, guys, we are coming up here on 2 hours, so unless you guys have any other questions or anything that you might want to ask me, I think I might cut it here. Is there anything else that you guys want to talk about? If so, let me know. So right now I'm just looking at my stuff here. Account created 9 hours ago. Sorry, boo. I'm not gonna have anybody trying to scam anybody in my chat. Aw, thank you, Quirky. You're so sweet. I appreciate it. Hey, hi, Sober. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're doing amazing today. Aw, thank you, Quirky. You're so sweet. So, I mean, unless you guys want to talk about something else or want me to play a game, if not, I think I will cut it for today and go see who's online. Let's check my phone here real quick. Well, thank you, Corky. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, thank you, Corky. You too. I appreciate you. Hmm. I don't know. I kind of feel like playing DBD. But for whatever reason, I always play so much better um, offline than I do online for some reason. Like when I'm not streaming. And I just got my rank 8 back. Finally. Finally. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I stream a game or should I end my stream here? Not sure what to do. I'm debating. I'm debating. Whisper? I didn't get a whisper. Oh, here we go. Just popped up. Oh, thank you, Blake. Yeah. Halvesies, but I'm married. Danish, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, I'm debating on what to do. I'm like, I'm at a loss right now. Ah. Hold on, hold on. Mm. Danish, I'm drawing a blank. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm drawing a complete and total blank right now. That I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should stream DBD or end my stream. I don't know. I'm checking out all of our pepper plants. Ooh, nice. DBD. I want some DBD. Alright, let me grab some stuff here then. I'll switch it over to DBD. Making sure that I'm not getting kicked out of stuff right now. Hold on. Let me change my title. Maybe what will help. Hi, Kiwi. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the lurk, love. I appreciate it. Tony, thank you so much for my 10 biddies, love. I appreciate it. So let me see. Ooh, Ooh, Dying Light, nice. Okay, yeah, let me grab my controller real quick then, and then I'll switch over to DBD. I need to change my... Let's turn off the music here. And switch this out. Okay. Let me turn on my TV. Let me grab the controller for my PlayStation. Come on, TV. Turn on. Give me 2 seconds. Kiwi says that they tried DBD for the first time the other day and immediately thought of me. It's a good game. It's a good game. It's Tuesday, we're trading in our sports car for a Hummer. Ooh, nice. Very nice. So let's see. Maybe I can edit myself here. Okay. Oh my goodness, Danish. What are you doing? Jesus. Danish. Coming in with the 5 subs. Goodness gracious, Danish. What are you doing, Danish? Thank you. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. I appreciate it. At least the sound alerts are working on this one. I don't know why they're not working on... Oh, wait, they did... I'm so confused. I'm not even gonna lie. Why my sound wasn't working on the other thing here. Hubby wants something that they can use in the winter. Oh, that's nice. That's nice of the hubby, for sure. Oh, Danish, you are such a sweetheart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. You didn't have to do that. Let me go over to my live scene here real quick. So we can put some... Ah, frick. Hold on. I gotta connect something. I gotta connect something. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. Yes, you get a game, Janus. So, yesterday, something really weird was happening with my PlayStation. It was blinking like a purple light, and it wouldn't turn back on. So, I had to disconnect the whole thing. So, I had taken off the capture card to see if maybe that was the issue. Well, I wasn't getting any picture, and I forgot to put it back on. I forgot to put it back on. But now it should be working. Let me change this for my capture card for the sound. There we go. We should be getting game sound in a second as soon as this pops up. And I need to change the title of the stream to DBD. So let me edit stream info. Oh, shoot. Wrong button. Oh, okay, that's nice. That it saves my tags. There we go. There we go. Acidic World, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. What's so weird? What's weird, Corky Turtle? I hope you're having an amazing day too. Thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate it. Yesterday at work, the PC I was working on bugged out too. Oh, you mean the PlayStation? Having one of those days. Yeah, I have no idea why it was doing that. So I was playing DBD last night and I switched controllers because my controller died. And then I put the PlayStation on rust mode and then I plugged in the dead controller and it wasn't charging. So then I pressed the button to turn it back on and then it just started blinking the purple light. So I was like, okay, well maybe it's not recognizing this controller because it's dead. So let me try to turn it on with the controller I was using before. So clicked on it, same thing. It would just kind of just blink purple, blink purple. I'm like, okay. I tried holding the power button in front of it. Nothing happened. So I ended up having to completely take the power off, pull the power cord off, and put it back on until it finally decided to turn back on. So hopefully I have a charge controller today. I received a gift, so I thank you for the gift. It's very sweet. So 15 minutes, I have to leave it when it gets done first. Yeah. I have no idea what's going on. I really, really hope that doesn't mean that my PlayStation's about to take a shit on me and die, because my PlayStation's my baby, man. I have all my games, everything that I play anyways. It's a first gen PlayStation 4, so it's pretty old. It is pretty old. And then on my PlayStation 3, I got Yellow Light of Death twice. So I had to get that replaced twice. Wasn't fun. And I lost because that was before the cloud came out, so I lost all of my save files twice. I was not a happy camper. No challenges selected. I thought I selected something yesterday before I logged off. We have a new rift, and we also have an event going on that's double blood points for everything. Repair generator or unhook survivors safely 2 times while injured while using iron well. Okay. That's gonna be a pain, man. Skip the trial. Skip the trial with 3 people? I can do this one. Complete 3 medikits. That should be easy. But having 3 people escape all at the same time, that's not an easy feat. Especially at the rank that I am now. Alright, let's see if we get a game. If it takes too long, depending on how long it takes. The Survivor games have actually been pretty quick these past couple of days. It seems everybody, yeah, see, look at that. Seems everybody's playing Killer. If anything, my wait time for Killer was way longer than it was for Survivor. I'm not exactly sure what we owe that shift to, but looks like that's how it's been. Just got propositions on a whisper. Oh my. Oh shoot, wrong button. I am ready. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. Listen, everybody over here keeps telling me how, oh, you know, I did this exercise and that exercise. I just came out of the gym. I came out of a run and I'm over here. Well, I just left my bedroom to come sit down and lounge on my couch. So that's that. To lounge on my couch. What did you do today? Well, I walked from the bedroom to the couch. I got hungry, so then I walked to the kitchen and I exercised my jaw by having some cornflakes. Yeah, so, and then I replenished my electrolytes with a little Gatorade. Um, yeah, and then we hydrated with a little bit of water. We don't like plain water, so we added just a little bit of flavor, so it has a little zing to it. And then we walked all the way back from the kitchen back to the couch. And occasionally we get up to go to the bathroom. So that it's my workout for the day. It's good. Good times. Good times. Good times indeed. He just started the walks about 3 weeks ago. And he didn't finish a walk because it was hot and overheated yesterday. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of yard work because it's been raining here nonstop, so the grass is getting super tall very, very quickly. And I have a push mower, so I can't do the grass with the push mower when it's wet. So it got so tall that it was like past my kneecaps. And it was so hot day before yesterday when I was doing the front yard that I felt like I was about to pass out. It was what, 90, 98 outside. I got ridiculously sunburned. So all my arms and stuff are super itchy. Yeah, from the sunburn finally healing on my skin. It's no bueno. It's no bueno. Yeah, it was about 98 when I did the yard. I cried a little inside. Yeah, so I'm just glad that it didn't blister. I was fully expecting for the sunburn that I got, especially on my back, to blister up. Thankfully it didn't. As soon as I finished, I took a long, very cold shower to try to bring the skin temperature back down. Of course I did that. I hate it when it's at the beginning of the freaking skill check. Always happens. I always miss the ones that are at the very front. Because I feel like by the time I see it and I try to react to it, the needle's already past the freaking point where I'm supposed to hit it. And he's coming this way. Mayu Harumi, how are you? Welcome, welcome, love. I hope you're doing amazing today. We're gonna hide in this little corner right here. I don't even know who the killer is yet, so we ain't taking no chances. I want to know what everybody else is doing because nobody's gotten hit so far and only one generator has been done, which is fine. So, kind of curious what all the other survivors are doing. Jana. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, like what is this killer doing that he hasn't found any of us yet? Usually somebody's been hooked by now. Usually somebody's been hooked by now. Ooh, look at those 2 great skill checks in a row. That's what's up. Oh. Don't come this way. This way. What is this guy doing? I'm honestly a little confused. Ow, my ass. Ow, my other ass cheek. Said you're doing well. I'm at work though, which isn't ideal, but I'm grateful to have a job. Oh, I know that feeling. I know that feeling. We are gonna crawl away. Far, far away from here. Far, far away from here. We're gonna hide in this little patch of grass right here. We're gonna hide in this little patch of grass right here. This is what we're doing. Well, I guess I'm kind of working since this is supposed to be my job. At least for now. Hiding in a little patch of grass. Thank you, darling. That's very sweet of you. Still up top. I don't know if that's Ruin or if that's Devour Hope. But go back to the generator I was doing just a second ago. Or was it? Or unless he finished it. Oh, hello there. Is this the one I was working on? Did he kick it? Because I feel like... Fuck. That was my bad. Whoops. That was totally my bad. Yeah, he's only hooked one person. This guy has to be a low rank. Either that or this is the first time he's playing with this guy. He said, can't wait to be able to stream full time. When your husband gets a job, it'd be so nice. Oh, I know. For sure. Streaming full time that's the dream, man. I may get partner, I make this a career for sure. For sure. Oh no. Down low. Come on. Finish the generator faster, Claudette. Before he comes back. Yeah, I feel like this generator was much higher. Baby. Ooh, bye-bye. Run, B. I don't make any noise, so he didn't hear me. I'm telling you, Iron Will is an amazing freaking perk. Because most killers go by stealth to try to figure out where you are.
Run.
Especially in dark maps like this. And if they can't hear you, they don't know where you are. Just makes sense. Try to get over to the door. I think the door was over here somewhere. Maybe I'm wrong. Am I running the wrong way? Yeah, but I'm running the wrong way. The door's this way. I'm running, I'm trying. Oh shoot. Oh, she's night. Oh goodness. Where's the damn door? Yeah, the door. I think the door's over here. he like patrolling the door non-stop now? Just hit somebody. Let's hide in this little bush right here. Hide in this little bush right here. Oh, it's right here. Oh, someone's flashlighting. Come on, door. Ow! Sweet baby Jesus. We made it out. We're alive! Let's go spectate and see what everybody else is doing if they get out alive. This is a good start. This is a good start, guys. Zombie Nunu! Oh my goodness! Yay! Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid, love. I appreciate it. Maybe there's some hype in the chat. Hype, 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 hype. Welcome, welcome. I hope everybody's doing amazing today. Thank you so much for the raid, love. So, for those that don't know, I am EG Riku, and I am a variety streamer. We were doing a just chatting session for mental health and Twitch advice just, like, not even 20 minutes ago. So, yeah, welcome in, everybody. Doing a couple. Why is he trying to just call the killer so he can teabag? Just leave. Just leave, bro. So I hope everybody's doing amazing, amazing today. Yeah, we're just doing some survivor games for now. I don't know what this guy's doing besides wanting to teabag the killer. That's what he just wants to teabag the killer. Why? Who even knows? This is why killers are toxic, because of survivors that are toxic. But, yeah. Oh, I didn't get to deplete my medikit. Oh, I could have sworn he was a new killer. He's rank 9. Alright. Alright, rank 9. Did we just break? Ooh, did we break it? Oh, I can't see. I think we broke 8,000 views, guys. What? Yay! I'm doing amazing, Zombie Nunu. Hey, Fire Steve, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. We just hit 8,000 viewers. Oh, thank you, Fire Steve. I appreciate the look while working. Thank you, thank you. Let's go at it again. Hopefully, see if I can make it up to rank 7. That would be amazing. The highest rank I've ever been able to hit has been rank 8, and every single time, religiously, the moment I get rank 8, it gets taken away the same exact day. I don't think I've held a rank 8 for longer than like 2 games. Waiting on takeaway. Oh, that sounds so good. I want some food. I want some food. I have no idea what to make for dinner today. I gotta think of something. I had pizza. Good pizza. Fancy pizza. Yesterday. And I don't know what to make today. I gotta go rummage through my freezer and my pantry and see what I have left to cook for today. What I really, really want is Chinese takeout, but the Chinese restaurant that I like is too far away from my house and they don't deliver here. So that makes me sad in the soul. But they make the most amazing ham and egg fried rice. The last time I had a fried rice that was that good was in Puerto Rico. And I have been trying forever and a half to find a place that does ham and egg fried rice. And this is the first place that I found that actually does it. So you have no idea how excited I am to have found it. See, talking about this food is making me just hungrier. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. Oh, goodness gracious. And I have to sneeze. So, we got this new thing says to roll an ad. I'm going to click on it. I've never done this before. Maybe I'll click on it when I'm in a lobby. What is this? Run a 1-minute ad. Pre-roll ads disabled for 21 minutes. What does that even mean? This is something that they just added that I've never seen before. I don't think I have pre-roll ads enabled. I don't know what this does. Is it showing you guys an ad right now? Maybe I'll do it in the loading screen so nobody cares about loading screens. See how that works. I'm so hungry. Okay. I think that should be the end of it, right? 9 seconds remaining. We just started the game right here. Oh, I'm really hungry. I want some food. Oh. Of course it's the freaking huntress. We ain't playing this game, B. Shoot. Okay, so I think she's far enough away from me for me to go ahead and try to do a generator here. Unless she has barbecue and chili, and I'm kind of screwed. Does she have ruin? She does not have ruin. I'll try to get her. Oh, somebody else got her. Never mind. Never mind. Oh shit. I wasn't paying. I was looking at the chat and So usually when I explode stuff, it's because I'm looking at the chat. I'll take full responsibility for it. She's down again. Aw, man, don't tell me she's tunneling. Is she tunneling? Of course. Of course, that's the one you exploded. But we're exposed. Hopefully, I'm not gonna go get her until this exposed wears off. I'm not about to get one hit down. It's almost over. Quarter of the time done. I mean, that's just... Okay, it wore off. Aw, she got picked up. I might have been able to get her before she actually got hooked, but... Cleanse the double totems. She's back on the same spot again. Oh shit, she saw me. Oh, come on, I dodged that. Oh, well, I'm back on the same hill she was just on. Lovely dude. I swear I like swerved out of the way on that hatchet. gonna hang here for a while. Let's just hang here for a while. Oh shoot. Somebody come get me, please. Thank you, darling. Thank you, darling. I appreciate it. You know, I can actually use my little medikit. You would think that it would be easy to be able to get away from Huntress, considering that her song is so loud. A really good Huntress still can get her 4K pretty easily. Thank you for the lurk, Chronic Queen. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate you stopping by. Getting a little too close for comfort. She might have barbecue and chili. Are you gonna hunker or what? Yeah. We are not playing that game. New game for you. I'm gonna watch, but I gotta bake. Alrighty. Well, we're playing Dead by Daylight. Oh man. She basement camping. Objective here is to do the generator so that we can all get out alive while there's a killer trying to hunt us down. I don't think anybody's gonna be able to get forever in that freaking basement. Nerve-wracking. That just sucks, man. Everybody's going to the basement, man. I'm hiding in a closet when he's cooking because if they got barbecue and chili, they'll see where everybody is. I'm gonna have to wait. She got off. Trying. Just gotta finish this generator. Come on. Oh, don't bring them over here. Why would you do that? Oh, sleeping Jesus. Why would you bring them over to the generator that I'm almost finishing so that she can kick it and it can regress? Why would you do that? Trying really hard to be stealthy and patient here, but y'all know how that goes. Stop moving. got one more gen to go. That's her last talk. She's dead. Nothing I can do for you, boo. Sorry. Shit. She has barbecue and chili. So she knows someone's around here somewhere. Everybody has that freaking perk. And letting someone know where you are for 4 seconds is a really long freaking time. We ain't playing that game. We want to get far, far away from this basement. That's what we're gonna do. Far, far away from the basement. So we don't want to get hooked in the basement. Basements are bad. Where are... Here's another generator. Should be able to finish this relatively quickly, hopefully. As long as she doesn't have know it, we should be okay. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's get out of here. Mr. Oofy, how are you? Thank you so much for stopping by, love. I appreciate it. Let's go, let's go. I don't even know where the other two are. Because Claudette was next to me a second ago. I don't even know where Meg went. Ooh, Claudette just got hit. Where are you guys? I mean, I'm not gonna go ahead and get myself killed for anybody, but... I don't know where they were running to. Oh, she's in the basement. Sorry. Claude's out left. I'm not gonna go ahead and get her by myself. I'm just gonna get myself killed. Sorry, boo. Down here. I'm so hungry. GG! GG! I know we made it out alive. I'm so happy. Hold on. Ooh, quirky turtle bob. That is one sexy, sexy bike. Sexy, sexy bike. The tires are very nice. Looking at my Discord here. So, did I get an attack? What did we got? What did she have for perks? She had... I told you she had barbecue and chili. Haunted ground. Bamboozle. and Wrangler. Right. Mm, Monday. I'm gonna have to grab me something to eat real quick while I'm waiting for the loading screen to finish up here. Whoa, boo boo with the GG. I tried. I lived. That's all I can say. I lived. So there's that. So we did the one medikit. So we need to do that twice. Get this stupid stuff out of the way and get an offering. Okay. Just gonna be waiting for the loading screen. I'm gonna grab myself a snack or something while we do this. I'll be right back in a second while the loading screen goes. Because I'm literally just grabbing a bag of chips. I've never tried the spicy Cheetos Puffs. I might have to try. But we're just waiting here. So I'm not even gonna put the be right back screen. I got me some Funyuns. Got me some Funyuns. Is my sound still working here? Making sure that I'm not talking to myself. There we go. Oh, is it the same Huntress again? I bet you it is. Which you already would know that she's running barbecue and chili. She's already on somebody. Might genuinely be the same exact person again. I wouldn't doubt it. She's coming back this way. Come on, generator. Get faster. Go faster. We're trying. Oh. Just don't die until I get this generator up. That's all I ask of you. Keep getting chased until I get this gen up, then you can do whatever you'd like. Oh. Oh. Last a little bit longer. Come on now. You can do it. You can do it. Just a little longer. I'm hitting great skill chucks here like crazy. Just try to get this out of the way. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. They're downed. Oh. I made it. Looking for any totems that I might see. It's nothing. Is it the same person that just got... Oh, okay. Let's cleanse some totems here. See if somebody can... When nobody grabs her, I'll try to grab her. But I'm pretty far away from her. Okay, good deal. Good deal, good deal. Wow, really? The killer just decided to give up? Are you serious? Are you serious? Right? Are you serious? It was the same one, wasn't it? Barbecue and chili was disordinance. Oh. What does Iron Maiden do? You open lockers 30% faster, so survivors who exit locker suffer from the exposed status for 30 seconds. Interesting. So I think let's use this one. Come on. Why would you DC? He wasn't doing that bad. Well, on to the next game. Hey, Light the Wolf, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Jesus. Depending on how this goes, I might just do one more game. Let's see. Say we're nearing 3 hours. Just had lunch. Oh, that's nice. I'm hungry, so I'm eating some chips. That's what I'm doing. Eating me some chips. So I think I might do one more game. And and go do some adulting because I haven't done adulting in a few days. And I need to. And I'm sure what's going to happen is this game is going to go horribly horrible because the last couple ones have gone so well. Because I said this might be the last game for me. That's usually what happens. Look at Claudette's outfit. How ethnic. How ethnic indeed. It's cute. Thank you. I'm gonna need some luck. Usually at these ranks I don't play very well. So we shall see. Cronus, thank you so much for the lurk love. I appreciate it. Junk food just hits a different way, you know? It's freaking delicious. Can't go wrong with junk food. Having me some Funyuns before the end of the match, before I get hungry. Before I get super hangry. Okay, I figure out what to make for dinner. I have no idea. I just hope that it's not the PlayStation, because I always get lost in that game. I don't think I've ever escaped a single game on the PlayStation. It's this massive map. Massive map that you would think that would make it harder for the killer to find you, but somehow it makes it easier. I don't even know how that works. You can never find a damn generator on that map. Okay, we can deal with the elementary school. That's okay. Not great, but I can deal with it. Of course, we already have a freaking terror radius. Oh, well, it's the clown. That was a close call. He almost caught me, like, immediately. After spawning here. Alright, not bad. Not bad. I got a dog hair in my mouth. Pretty... Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. That's not good. Bristol, thank you so much for the lurk love. I appreciate it. Okay, good. Somebody was already next to him. So I really don't want to get off with this generator. Is he back upstairs? Yeah, okay. We ain't playing that game. We ain't playing that game. Come on, come on, come on, come on. She's night. Whoa! Whoa! What the hell was that? Whoa! Whoa! I've never seen the clown down somebody that fast. What was that? That was bottle and slash. What the hell? Like, holy cow. And how did he get it down that quickly already? My gen was like 95% done. How did he get it down that fast? I wasn't even hooked for that long. Just wow. Just freaking wow. Just freaking wow. Wow. He's seriously trying to tell the clown where I am. He's seriously trying to tell the clown where I am. What an asshole. Good, you deserve that, jerkwad. I'm not getting him. After he's over there pointing to where I am, we ain't playing that game. He can rot on that hook for all I care. He should have left them to die. I'm not getting him. Mad Mike, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for my biddies, love. I appreciate you. Yeah, we are not playing that game. You can fucking die on that hook because I'm not getting him after what he just pulled. Like, he literally stopped in front of the killer and pointed to the locker that I was in. Really? And you expect me to go ahead and get you off the hook after that? I don't think so. Where is the hatch? Frick. He found the hatch. I'm not gonna make it out. I'm not gonna make it out. He's gonna come in here as soon as the door's almost open. Look at him right there. What did I say? So close but no cigar. Okay, so what are we doing now exactly, bro? Boo! I'm definitely reporting that other guy though. Alright guys, I've been streaming for 3 hours, so I think this is gonna be it for me. I am gonna look for somebody to raid, so hold on a second here. What's this guy? Is it this guy? So this guy's the one that DC'd. So this has to be Bill. This is the guy that was working with the fucking killer. There we go. Okay guys, well thank you all so very much for stopping by today. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. I know I did. We had a lovely time. So let me go ahead and see. Zombie Nunu, thank you so much for my 24 biddies, love. I appreciate you. Let me give you a shout out. Thank you, thank you. Who's online here? Oh, come on. Okay, so we're actually gonna go ahead and raid one of my lovely mods, Jay Birdie. He is actually playing Dead by Daylight as well. And he's playing Killer, look at that. So we're gonna go from one DBD game to another DBD game. Oh, sweet Jesus, I have to sneeze. Found today's stream informative. Thank you all so much for stopping by and chatting with me for 2 hours and then having an hour of bad DVD gameplay. So there's that. So I appreciate everybody who stopped by, the biddies, the follows, the chats, the lurks. Thank you all very much. And I will be back streaming tomorrow at 7 p.m. EST with a little bit more DVD. I wasn't planning on doing DVD today, but after our just chatting stream, I thought, you know what, why not? So if anybody else wants to join the Discord, it's a brand new group that we just started. It's a very lovely community, which we are helping each other grow and support each other. So if anybody wants to be a part of it, the link is right down below. So feel free to join. I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys. Take care.
Yes, wait, oh, I feel like, are you Louise by any chance? As in Lou? I'm curious. Hi Jan, I'm sorry